Tonight's guild goes live. Hope you guys are having a great Friday afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon for some of us who are already here on Eastern Time. I think Central Time is also in the afternoon now. Um, but I am Michael. If you guys haven't seen me around or met me through the guild, I am the Associate East Region Representative based here in New York City. We are currently in my office along Broadway. I do a lot of graphics and anything digital media and content for 54 Below, which is Broadway Supper Club, and other projects on and off Broadway. But that is me. I am super excited to kind of show you guys this afternoon. Just a few things, right? One, hope everyone is having a great week so far. It has been a crazy time for me. Um, Aside from that, I know that there have been some um, people who may have gone to our last event that I was at, which was a partnership with our friends at the Society of Illustrators in New York, but also with our new friends at the Royal Society of Arts based in London, England. Their network, the Responsible Artificial Intelligence Network, which I am also a co-lead for. Now, a few of you have asked me, um, what does the guild stand for when it comes to AI and all of that stuff? And I wanted to kind of just make sure that you have this information about the AI, official AI stance of the guild. And you can find that right here. If you look up to the top left corner of the screen, you'll see the QR code for our AI stance. And you can just quickly scan that and make sure that you can kind of figure out what does the guild stand for when it comes to AI, right? And what do we do? And that is a lot of the things that I'm involved in specifically. So anyone who would like to know more, make sure feel free to drop something in the chat. I'll reply, or just come find me, and we'll kind of chat whenever we have an event, or whenever if you have contacts with the guild. Just let them know you'd like to know more about AI. All right. Well, aside from that, all right, a few updates, right? Make sure, one, that there you soon. We usually have a few things on the calendar. Not all of them happen every month, so it really kind of just depends on availability and demand, depending on how many of our guild members um, are available to host some of the events, and also the interest for you guys in the public, whether or not you kind of would like to engage with us in this specific way. So a few of these things, for example, the one I'm going to show, got a little biased. All of them are great, but I'm a little biased because this is the East Region's responsibility. It is the Lone Artist. The Lone Artist is on, oh, still a different time there. Did not get to edit it, but if you can see the artists, oh, gotta change it, right? Actually, let me do that right now. All right. It's usually on a Thursday every month, right? Um, usually the third Thursday of every month at 8 p.m. EST. And that's kind of what we do. And the Lone Artist is about um, just people and making sure that all of us as graphic artists, photographers, any kind of visual artist out there, sometimes we know that work can be a little lonely in the sense that, like, we're mostly working by ourselves. And if you're working with a team, you're kind of siloed in um, for that team in that industry. So whenever we have a chance, we get together at the Lone Artist to kind of just chat about like our successes, things that we think we can improve and stuff like that, and just kind of like get networking and also get the feel for how our other professionals like us around across several industries kind of deal with an issue that we may be facing. Um, but at the same time, we also love it when people kind of just come in and show their work. We love doing that. Um, and actually, there's actually a separate uh, separate programming for that, and that is our show off and tell. Again, these dates are not right, so I'm just gonna hide it, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. So show off and tell is usually so when you come in, same thing, right? You go through Zoom, um, and you kind of just show off your work and let everyone know, like, hey, this is what I did, and this is why, and like kind of just chill and hang out with fellow visual artists, and essentially let them know who you are through your work. Aside from that, we have other events. There's usually like one that happens every Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. Again, this is all Eastern times, right? So that is Freelance Fandango. This happens every Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. And Freelance Fandango is uh, something that is really um, meant um, as a weekly virtual opportunity for all, again, visual artists just kind of meet and share what they've been doing, work on creative projects, and get advice from fellow creatives. So, like, this is more of a weekly thing. So, like, for example, you like the Lone Artist, right? You like show off and tell. Freelance Fandango is kind of where you are, where you're like, I kind of want to do this weekly. I want to engage a little bit more. Because the previous two are usually just once per month, right? So that's what Freelance Fandango is. And if you feel like it, and if you feel like I haven't really gone to either once per month, I just want to jump in. I want to get a feel of this. Uh, just hop in every Sunday, 1 p.m. EST. We'd love to have you. And those are usually the ones that we um, have every month. We do have other workshops as well that happen um, through like several uh, what do you call this um, intervals, and a lot of these you can just really just look through um, our event calendar. So I'm gonna pop this in. Mind your creative business right there. That should take you to um, a lot of resources that you can give you, and also just our event calendar and see if anything there in the next few days, next few weeks fits one of your interests, and you kind of want to delve deeper into it, whether it's an event for networking or it's like a workshop and things like that. Um, that's where you find it. So that is all the stuff that I'd like to remind people about every time we do this, mostly because sometimes there's a lot of things going on, right? And we sometimes forget how to kind of just talk to each other. Um, and I know within the guild, we try our best to make sure that you feel connected, um, and especially whenever you do have something that you're very passionate about, and you'd like us to take a look at it. Like I know we have a few people. I keep saying this, but we have a few people that are very passionate about AI and how that affects their work. The guild is here to make sure we can advocate for our fellow visual artists, and we kind of hear out those concerns and see what we can do to resolve those concerns in a way that is future forward and future proof. Make sure that we can advocate for this industry that we love on a policy wide scale, whether that's to your city, whether that's to your region, or whether that's throughout your state or nationwide, even. Um, so, again, make sure to contact us for any of those, whether you just like to engage in one of our events, a workshop, a networking opportunity, or if you're passionate about something and you want to volunteer or you want to take something you feel like, hey, here's an issue that I feel like we haven't really touched on. I'd like to know more how we can kind of like really help our fellow artists this way. But that is who we are, and that's kind of what we do on a regular basis. Um, One of the things that I would encourage you to do, if you are not, if you say you are, you're still here, is to make sure that you join the guild. There's a QR code up top, and you'll be able to see that. And you consider doing that, right? It's you don't. There's no pressure, but consider doing that. And as you engage and see that, hey, I can do something to kind of help people out, or I just want to volunteer and like make cool events um, for a lot, for my fellow visual artists. Try to see if joining the guild is right for you. Gets a lot of perks. Um, Most of it is you can be on the screen right now doing this, and kind of telling people like here's the benefits of the guild, but also doing other things like you can be advocating um, in front of policymakers. You could be volunteering and heading your own workshop to kind of deepen skills. Like you're something you're really skilled for, and something you think that you can share with everyone. You can do that, and there's a lot of other things to kind of engage and give back to the community, right? And advocate for things you're passionate about. But yeah, aside from that, again, here's the event calendar. Just wanted to show you that to you before I see if there's anyone on the chat. There doesn't seem to be any questions in chat or anything. So I suppose that might be all for me. I'm going to hang out just a little bit more, maybe like a minute or two. Um, but thank you so much, guys, for listening and kind of hearing about what the guild is about and the resources that we offer every month. Again, this is Michael. Glad to be of service and glad to chat with you here at Guild Live.